I'm sick. Spring break's almost over. Was that? Was that? Is that for me? Is that for me? Is it a package? Hello, everybody. I am Epic Studios 123 here, and I am sick as shit. But I have the thing, Figma link. It's awesome. I am really excited about this. This is my first Figma, and it's the first, decent figurine that I've bought in over 3 years, which is my Evangelion, Eva Unit 1, which was still a really good figure. However, I have not owned a Figma, something, so awesome. Not to say that the Rebel Tech wasn't awesome, because it was Tamashii Nations, but this, I've been waiting a long time to get a Figma. I didn't have any online monies. But, as you can see, made by Max Factory, and the Smile Company, the Nintendo seal of approval, product number 153, there's a link in the box. And then here are the sides. Here's a shot of the top and then the bottom, which are basically the same thing. And then here is the sides, and the sides are really cool. I love all the photography. The box is such nice quality. And then here, you can take a look at the back. Awesome pictures of all the posing and stuff like that you can do with him, and all the accessories in action. It's super cool. So now let's just get right into it, because I'm super fucking excited. I'm so hyped. Oh, here comes my BB. Oh, give it to me. Yeah. All right, now we have him out of the box. We can fold it off. I'm really scared. Woo! Alright, awesome. So we have all of our accessories and things. Let's take all these out. And there's the link. Oh, it's so beautiful! Oh my gosh, it's so fucking cool. Oh my gosh, she's got a little bib on her, dude. She's got a little bib. Oh my gosh, I gotta get this off of you, dude. Alright, so now that we have everything unpacked, let's take a look at what we have. So starting off, we obviously have the Link Figma itself, which is gorgeous. It looks amazing. All the sculpting is beautiful. The painting, it's like this solid matte on everything, which really helps sell that, the kind of look of just a video game character kind of being brought into the real world. It's like a three-dimensional space, and it looks beautiful. The painting on the face is gorgeous. The sculpting on the face is amazing. The hair looks awesome. Even the little details, like his earrings, they look great. The paint on them is awesome. And so yeah, the figure is gorgeous, and I can already tell that it has a lot of articulation, but we'll get into that later when we go hands-on with the figure. So next, we have the hands. Now there's a lot of hands. There are the 2 fists that we have on the figure itself, and then we have these 4 other sets of hands, which come in this awesome, Figma branded, casing, I guess, that you kind of stick them in, and then it kind of helps keep them all together. And that way you can actually keep the right ones with each other, and that's awesome. So we have a set of open palm hands, like spread out hands. We have some regular kind of resting hands. We have some really tight grabbing hands, and then we have some loose, more angled grabbing hands that look like it's supposed to be for when he's swinging the sword. So that's awesome, and that's all along with the fists that he has on default. So next we have the Master Sword itself, and my god, this thing is beautiful, and it is sharp. You could use this to you could use this for some shrimp. You could use it for shrimp. It'd be great. No, so the paintwork on this thing is beautiful. It's got this nice blue across the blunt of the blade, and then across the edges it's got a nice metallic silver. And the blue on it, the blue on the handle is just amazing. It looks so good. The sculpt is incredible. Even the etched in logo on near the hilt of the blade, it looks awesome. It's just so cool. And as for putting it on, having him hold it, we'll get to that later, because there's a little trick to it. As I found out, it's pretty cool. All right. So next we have the Hylian shield, and the Hylian shield is amazing. Oh my gosh, this thing is so beautiful. The Hylian shield, the paintwork on it is great. The colors are perfect. The molding on it looks fantastic. It's great. And the best part is, you can change the handles on the back so that he can, you can see, like right here, you can set it so that he can be left-handed instead, because it comes default right-handed, even though he's supposed to be left-handed, whatever. But yeah, it's really cool, and that middle strap can come off so that you can put it across the middle like this. You can put the bar across the middle, and then you can slide the sheath, his Hylian sheath in it, and then it can go on his back, and that's pretty cool. And guess what? I just segued into the sheath. So now, as for the sheath also, or the scabbard, if you will, also looks fantastic. All the molding on it, you know, it's great. I mean, and that's, it really stands for everything. I mean, it's Figma, it's good. All of the sculpting is great. The colors are perfect, you know. And the best part is, it's amazing to me, because they don't really do this with any other Figmas. You can actually slide Link's sword into the scabbard, which is amazing. That's so amazing. Because normally, what I've seen with most Figmas with swords and scabbards, is it's just like, alright, so here's a hilt that goes into the scabbard, and you have the sword. But no, they went out of their way to make sure that the scabbard would fit the sword, and I think that is the coolest thing ever. Alright, so now we have, obviously, it's kind of been staring at me the whole time. You have this extra hairpiece, and then this different face as well. And these are cool. So it's kind of like Link yelling, and it looks awesome. It looks really good. So there's Link yelling, and then it's got like a more like messed up wavy hair to go along with it. So it really helps with like dynamic scenes. Like if he's jumping or lunging at something, taking a swing, it really helps convey the motion of that, which is awesome. It's super cool. It's not too different from the normal hair that, like, I have a hard time telling the difference myself. Because they're not too different, but I mean, it works really well. And then finally, we have this awesome, like, blue piece, this awesome effect. It's really sharp. Ow, that actually hurts. You could puncture somebody with that. So the way that this works, you slide it onto the sword itself, and then it makes an awesome slashing motion, which is super awesome. Like, this is so good. It's just amazing. It's got this nice blue to it. It's clear. It's like a translucent blue, and it just looks so amazing. I love this thing. This is such a nice touch, and I'm so happy that they added it. And then obviously you have your Figma stand. Comes with every Figma. It's awesome because I didn't have a stand before. It did not come with my Tamashii Nations Ava Unit 1. I didn't get one. And then, like with every other, you also get, oh, by the way, you also get this additional peg that kind of puts it at an angle, but then also, why don't you goose flap? And then, like any Figma as well, you also get this nice baggie with a little spot for you to label it, to put all the accessories in when you're not using them. So that's really cool, dude. Why don't, I mean, it's probably because they copyrighted it or something like that, or they trademarked some stupid shit. But I don't know why other companies don't do that. And then you also have instructions if you're fucking stupid. Alright, so now that we're done with all the accessories and everything included, let's get into the articulation of the figure itself. Alright, so going from head to toe, you can see that the back of Link's cap can twist so that you can make it look like he's jumping, or like if he's falling, you can have the back of the cap going up like that, which is really awesome. I think that's a really nice touch. They didn't have to do that, but it does seem to come off pretty easy. It feels pretty loose already. So as for the head itself, you can tilt it side to side, twist it, up, so you have barely any up, but I'm sure that if you move the cap out of the way, you get a little bit more, not too much more, and then down a good amount, actually, surprisingly. As for the arms, you can move them, rotate them 360 degrees, in and out. You have in and out. They can twist, so they have like a pivot. You have these awesome joints right here, so you can bend up really far, actually, for the forearm. And then, let's see, does it twist? No. You can twist the wrists, and then bend them in and out, and you could get them with some side-to-side movement if you wanted. You can twist around the body like this. You could twist it all the way around if you want. I don't know why you would want to do that though. You get a good amount of backwards movement, though it does create this awkward gap right here. And you have also a good amount of forward movement, forward crunch. Not too much though. And as for the legs, you would think that the skirt would actually hinder him, but it doesn't, because it's made of this nice rubbery material, so it doesn't get in the way. So you can get full, you can almost do a split. You can see that there's a ball joint in there, side to side, forward and backward. You can kind of see, goes out pretty far. It still limits it some, it could go farther, but I mean, it goes really far considering. And then at the knees, you can swivel these thighs. You can swivel right here at the bottom of the leg. It bends at the knees. And then for the feet, you have some tilt side to side a little bit. You can go backwards and forward, and then there's a toe, which I think all figurines should have. That's just me though. But yeah, the articulation on this figure is super good. It's great. It's so good for posing. Like, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, not only Link, but probably one of the best Nintendo figurines of all time. As far as like posability goes, absolutely yes. The only thing I could ever think of that could even rival it would be the Samus Aran figure, but that doesn't have as much as this does. This is just, this is so beautiful. I love this. It's amazing. Now let's get into how the accessories work. Alright, so as I said earlier, there is a little bit of a trick to holding the sword. So what we first need to do is we need to pop this hand out. We just kind of twist it. The best way to do it is twist it like that and pull. It's the best way not to break the peg. And then take your new grabby hand, doesn't matter which one, put it in like that. Now what we're going to do with the Master Sword, we pull this little bottom bit off, as you can see right there, and then we can slide it in through the hole on his hand. Alright, so I have gotten the sword in the hand. I just kind of had to like pull up on the fingers a little bit to make some room. So once we have the sword in his hand, we can put the bottom back on, and there we go. It's like nothing ever happened, and it looks super cool. I mean, it's the Master Sword. How is it not cool? It's the coolest sword. I mean, let's be honest. It's the best sword. It looks amazing with Link holding it. You could do so many action poses with it, and it looks awesome. So now I think we should move on to the shield since we have our sword. Alright, so same deal as the other one. We want to switch the hand. I've already gone ahead and done it. And what we want to do with the shield, we want to lift up this brown strap. We want to lift that up and move that out of the way. And then what we want to do with this handle is we want to pull off one of these ends. So I'm going to pull off that one, I guess. And then we want to slide it in through Link's hand. So let me just do that really quick. His hands are very tight, so you at least don't have to worry about it dropping. And then we can put that back in like that. You can put it back in, and then put this bottom piece on, which I'm gonna do off camera. Alright, so now that we have that pegged back in, all we have to do is take this strap, fold it over, whoops, and then basically we're just reattaching the strap. Not a big deal. It's really easy. But I like this because it makes it so that he's actually holding his shield like properly, like how you actually do hold a shield, like at your side like that. And it looks super good. It looks awesome. You can see it again from the inside here. It looks amazing. Like it looks so just genuine and nice. It looks something like straight out of the game, which is the point, obviously. But it amazes me how they managed to. The engineering behind this is just genius, basically. It's beautiful. It's so good. Now, obviously, as you saw earlier, the scabbard goes into this top hole. It's a really tight fit. Same thing for the. It was the same thing for the stand, actually. I had a hard time getting the stand in the first time, but it seems like once you work it through the first time, it's not as hard after that. But as you can see, I mean, it just looks awesome on his back, and you could just pop the sword back in to its sheath back here. Put that back on. Looks really good, super cool. You know, I mean, they put so much thought into this. They were like, what would anybody buying a high-grade Link figure want? I mean, besides, unfortunately, rupees and bombs and stuff like that, which I really wish came with it, but, I mean, it's not a big deal, because what we got is just a masterpiece of a figure. And then we can, like, slide our slashy effect on. Well, I guess it's on the wrong way. Let's put it on the other way. Put that on. And oh my gosh, it just looks so good. It's just so amazing. Just the look of this. It's just, I mean, even like, they didn't even really need to include the slashing effects, but they did, and that's amazing, and the whole thing looks really cool. You know, I mean, just everything about this figure, so good, so much detail, so much, you know, care went into the crafting of this figure, as you can see. And then it's just so much fan service that this figure is. You know, it's so much for, like, just a lover of, you know, Zelda, the Zelda series, Link himself, and, you know, just good art. Good art. I mean, it's good. Like, it's just a good art piece, just good to display. Great for anybody who just likes collecting stuff. I mean, it's phenomenal. So overall, I have to say, wonderful figure. Definitely get this. I think it might still be on sale. I just ordered it a couple days ago. I got it from GameStop.com, actually. They have it on sale for $35, I think, and like $5 shipping or something like that. But I mean, it's a steal. Like, for something this high quality, you know, it's amazing. I think they normally retail for around like 40, 45-ish. But it's so good. It's so amazing. Definitely pick one up if you get the chance. But yeah, I will put the link to the one that I bought in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching. I've been at Big Studios 123 here, and I hope to do more figure reviews in the future when I'm not a fucking broke ass idiot